Next, you add sports, business, and comedy together, and you might find it equals big money if you do it right. On this April Fool's Day, one man's special story and special gift, and what you can learn from it, even if you wear a regular suit instead of a chicken suit. The Bad Bunny shot of the day is next. Oh, no, that's not, I'm sorry. I thought that was Jim. The San Diego Chicken is live and exclusive this morning. Next. This is April 1st. It is April Fool's Day. So before any uptight, humorless, business-only viewers write in to us about covering the futures, just realize that it's April Fool's Day, and we're going to now, if you need to go get a Coke or something or orange juice, leave now, but we're going to cover the big business of comedy and baseball. So we got Darren Ravel, and he's going to look like the more normal person for once in this interview. He's our sports business reporter. He has a unique story about a man who figured out how to mix the two and how to cash in, and this is an honor.
That's right. Yeah, we got the man here. 34 years ago, Ted Giannoulis agreed to get dressed up as a chicken and give away Easter eggs at a zoo for a rock and roll radio station in San Diego, $2 an hour. A couple weeks later, he was working at a San Diego Padres game and soon became a ballpark staple. Before long, he was the most coveted for-hire sports promotional mascot in the land, and his act has not tired. Last year, still in the chicken costume after all these years, he was named the most influential promotional act in all of minor league baseball, increasing average attendance by 26%, and he still made a tremendous business joke out of all of this, and he is here today. Ted Giannoulis, the San Diego Chicken, flew in from San Diego, even though I still think chickens can't fly, and thank you so much for being here, Chicken.
Well, thank you, Darren. I did have a good tailwind, though.
Unbelievable. You were great. Seriously, though, how is business doing in these times?
Well, believe it or not, for me, it's always been good, Darren. And I got to say, to all those who think it's a tough economy, I beg to differ. You've got to consider, I am anecdotal evidence. Look at me. I'm in a chicken suit. I'm gainfully employed, getting bookings coast to coast in the United States. Now, how tough is an economy when that is happening? To me, I think everything is pretty good. And there are ups and downs, of course. But for me, I got to tell you, it's been good. Baseball been very, very good to me.
Now, I heard a story where you once made $40,000 for one performance. Tell
True
us that.
story, Darren. It was my grand hatching at Jack Murphy Stadium. Believe it or not, I was coming back in the reincarnation of this outfit in June of 1979, and the Padres made me a deal. They said, if you can sell out this place, and they were only averaging 15,000 at that time for a last place team, but if you sell out the place, we'll make it worth your while. How about $1.25 for everybody over that we average? We drew 49,000 fans. They had to write me a check for $40,000. That night, I was the highest paid sports personality in the
Obviously,
entire
no players making $40,000 at that time. Listen, we're reading about egg prices being at record highs. What do you think about that?
Well, let me say that they're not everything they're cracked up to be. And wait a minute.
Excellent.
Wait, I'm feeling something here. Hang on.
Oh, my God.
Play ball! Right there. It's opening day. Woo!
Chicken Man, anyone can put on a chicken suit, and I would think that you're kind of a commodity, but you are not.
He proved that.
No, as a comic, I watch your body moves and stuff. It's amazing. I was watching you fight on the video.
You have a couple of key moves, right? Like what's the standard move if you're in a crowd trying to get attention?
My signature is my introduction when I enter a stadium, like, ta-da!
Yeah.
That's sort of thing. But it's interesting. I try to communicate to an audience through body language, and they respond through the universal language of laughter. And so by that way, we have a pretty good rapport with an audience. Growing up as a kid, I loved Harpo Marx, and I was able to emulate that spirit into what I do.
But you have a great voice, and you're funny as well that way, too. But the only thing that's disconcerting is I want to look in your eyes and believe that that's you, but every time I happen to look in your mouth, I see this person's face, and it's that's what's scary. Your eyes are actually down there. But I'm going to just pretend those are your eyes.
Ted, thanks so much for joining us.
All right, thanks, Darren. Oh, Darren, one last thing. Can you get me a date with the NBC Peacock?
Thank you, Mr. Chicken Man.
All right, let's get some parting shots from our guest host, the chicken. Are you bullish, bearish, or just plain chicken?
I'm not a middle-of-the-road chicken. I am bullish, Sir Joseph. I'm all the way.
Okay, so you're long there. We found out that the NBC Peacock is a boy. You were laying eggs, so are you a girl or are you a rooster?
Actually, I'm a boy. I've got McNuggets.
Thank you for the rib shot. Jane Wells is insisting, that's this beautiful woman we have on from LA, that she has been your biggest fan for so long. I have to tell you that. She said that San Diego was insane. You were the greatest player that they ever had, except for Tony Gwynn, and you're the one person they should have kept.
Yep.
Oh, well, I get back there about once a year for the Padres, and it's pretty good. I still enjoy it, and I got to tell you, it's my home base, my home roost. They'll always be like family to me.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Eunice. What are you? We don't know. Androgyn? I'm not sure what you are at this point. You lay eggs, but you want the peacock, but he's a boy. But whatever it is, it's...
Thank you.
Close the door, pull the curtains, and...
Here.
It's great being on Squawk Box. Squawk, squawk, squawk. Woo!
Thank you, Chicken.